president of Mexico, Felipe Calderon, came to the White House and he came to Congress, and in both places he criticized the Arizona immigration law. Here's President Calderon.
I strongly disagree with the recently adopted law in Arizona. It is a law that not only ignores a reality that cannot be erased by decree, but also introduces a terrible idea using racial profiling as a basis for law enforcement.
Now, I'm the spring chicken at the table, but I cannot remember a head of state from another country coming to the Congress and criticizing American laws.
While he was lecturing America on moral governance, he was doing so against the backdrop of an Amnesty International report saying that migrants, people, illegals crossing through Mexico, are facing a major human rights crisis, leaving them with virtually no access to justice, fearing reprisals and deportation if they complain or of abuses, persistent failures by the authorities, that would be Mr. Calderon's government, I believe, to tackle abuses carried out against irregular migrants has made their journey through Mexico one of the most dangerous in the world. So he gets up and lectures us on moral governance and gets a standing ovation from Donna's party. The fact is, Mexico has two big exports, oil, and their second biggest export is poverty to the United States, from which, in remittances sent back to Mexico, they get $21 billion a year. Mr. Calderon has a stake in illegal immigration to our country.
President Bill Clinton went to the great halls of the people. When Jiang Zemin was president of China, I heard President Clinton say, what you did in Tienanmen Square was wrong. He lectured. And we all said, that's terrific, because it was the ox being gored on the other side. President Calderon represents Mexico. And he said what a lot of Americans are also saying, that Arizona law is discriminatory and it ought not to have been on the books.
That law is actually supported by a majority of Americans, according to polling. And I can't believe that you're actually comparing it to Tienanmen Square.